Today, a bleary-eyed me is in my local boulangerie, just has breakfast and just enjoying a coffee. And so good. Yeah, just picking up breakfast for the next couple of days. It's weekend for my guests and for myself. So, yeah, nice early start to the day. And last night was fantastic. Went out to fireworks display celebrations for Bastille Day at Rochechouart, which was fantastic. So if you're staying with me, this is where your breakfast comes from. So fantastic boulangerie. So this is the boulangerie Mandon since 1946. It's on a busy road, but is a fantastic boulangerie and the staff are fantastic. Highly recommend. So it's a strange old day today. It's quite grey and overcast, but it's still nice and warm. Now my guests that are currently here are off to a wedding today, so we're hoping the sun's going to come out for the mariage. But for now, as I say, it is a very warm, but not muggy yet, which is good, day. And I am working in the house, doing some cleaning, and I plan on, it's washing day, so there's a load of washing on, but I'm also taking the steam mop upstairs, going to clean up here, and then going to stain the floor. Well, I say stain the floor, I mean I'm going to paint it with the floor oil. So since I moved in, the floor's had a few cleans, but it's not been stained at all. And I just want to make sure that that's all nice and sealed. I've got family coming to visit. So at the moment, everything's kind of, I've just moved it off of the floor. We'll give it a steam cleaning here. And then once that's dried, then I will seal the floor, give it a couple of coats over the next couple of days. Get that all sorted. I need to fix up my shower because it's a bit wonky. The door's not attached properly. I want to redo the seals around it as well. So that's another little job for me. So yeah, all good fun to get those things done. And then I've got some plaster work to do. To the outside of the house where we did some drilling last year, where I keep getting bees come into my little bathroom here. And obviously the poor little darlings keep getting here and getting exhausted and passing away before I can rescue them, which is heartbreaking. But obviously some of them I've managed to rescue, which has been wonderful. And I sort of keep a little pot with some honey in for them, should they be stuck in overnight, and then release them in the morning. But sadly, that's been few and far between. So yeah, anyway, onwards, must get on and clean and sort all this out. So stage 1 and 2 are complete. I've swept and I have steamed the floor. Now the floor is in a bit of a bad state. I don't know if it's ever been varnished in here, but it certainly hasn't been since I moved in. And as you can see, it's quite worn and silvery looking in places around the toilet and the sink where water has been splashed. But it is looking a lot better than it was. I mean, it did have water droplet marks all along here from where you take your hands to the towels and dry them. So those have all gone and cleared up. So it's all now nice, clean, disinfected. Let that all dry, and then I will stain the floor, and that then will protect it from any further water ingress. As you see, there's some darker patches there. There's been one and here where the toilet brush holder was. That was done before I moved in. So yeah, looking better than it was, but still requires work. Right, let's leave that for a little while, go and have a cup of tea. You probably can't tell, but I have been just going across here, painting this treatment onto the floor, which will give it a nice seal. It's going up, done around there. You can just see probably the difference where the light hits it. Just back and forth, and that'll give it a bit of protection. Now it's got marks like that, and without some serious sanding that won't come off, so I just decided, as it's my area, just going to leave it, not that bothered by it. At some point the floor will probably need to be replaced, this parquet, but for now, painting it up with this clear stairs protection will keep it going for a little while longer, until I redecorate this room properly. Welcome to Cottage Tranquility. It is a mixed day at the moment of clouds and blue skies. I am sure that as the day wears on, the clouds will move along. I've done a bit of the pruning since I last filmed, so just cut back some of the dead roses. As you can see, the hedge trimmer still hasn't arrived. In fact, Lidl have let me down badly, in as much as they were supposed to be supplying me with my 4-in-1 tool and with my mosquito nets, and I've had all sorts of random messages from them saying thank you for your returns, even though I've not returned anything. They've not even attempted to deliver. So I've been trying to be in contact with them to sort it out and make sure that they do deliver things and don't just credit me for something that I actually need. So, yes. Now, just picks up the shutters. So they have these little men which just secure the shutters against the wall. They lift up and then they slot back down onto themselves, and that just pins them. And I'm off to the shops now. So I'm off to Roumazières now to buy some food shopping and to post some bits and pieces. I've served breakfast for my lovely guests, and all seems to be going very well there. And I have another new arrival coming later today, so I shall have to get back and just do a vacuum round their room and make sure that that's all nice and clean and tidy for them. But most of it I did yesterday when my other guests checked out, so that's all done and sorted. It's nice and bright and early. Off to post things. We're at the barrier in Roumazières, and they have like a velo rail here as well, so you can cycle along the rails here. I'm just going to go grab a coffee and drop some stuff off. The sun is coming out. Hopefully it'll warm up a bit more later. Stop to enjoy a coffee. It's 9 o'clock. You have fuel the car. Coffee here is so good. Honestly, I have no idea what we've fed in the UK, but it's absolutely not the right stuff. Out here it's just, the quality is amazing. But yeah, fantastic place. And a lovely view of somebody's gardens who has absolutely wonderful roses out there, but the smell wafts in here. But yeah, nice little place to stop. La Barrière in Roumazières. You can see the sun is coming out. It's getting busier as the day moves on a little. And yeah, I'm going to go and hit the boulangerie now and pick up some pastries and bread and go to the supermarkets. It's all a bit of a day in the life, this one. Here we are at Intermarché, going to go and get some orange juice and bits and bobs for the week, for the guests and for ourselves. The sun is now shining. Now I've come out of the supermarket and the air has warmed up. It's a beautiful day. Now, if you're wondering about supermarkets in France, they're just like in the UK. Different names, different brands, but yeah, there's nothing that you can get in the UK that you can't really get here. You change your brands and things like that, but otherwise it's pretty much the same. Some people will say that it's more expensive in France to shop for food. Personally, I don't think it is. Meat is more expensive, but the quality of the products that you're buying here tend to be fresher, more local. We're in the countryside, so that helps a bit here, because they tend to stock local meats and produce. But the vegetables and everything are all much cheaper, and you get the great variety. I know that there's been problems in the UK with supplies. Here it's not been so much of an issue on natural products. If you're looking for processed stuff, then I think yes, that can be a bit more difficult. But I tend to eat and cook stuff from sort of scratch, from unprocessed here, which is much better for me. So yeah, as far as I'm concerned, France is much better food-wise, less processed stuff, more natural, more local. So my next item on my to-do list today is to go and drop the rubbish off. So in France, you do get wheelie bins. Here I haven't had wheelie bins yet. I need to go and see my Mary about that. But in the meantime, they tend to be dotted around the place. Big biffer type bins that you can drop your rubbish off at as you go around. So I have a bag in the back there, and I shall drop that off on the way home. So these are what I mean. These bins here, you get them at various different places dotted around. Currently I've stopped at the Plando, which is effectively like lakes and walks in Roumazières. So I'm just going to drop these off and then I'm going to show you a little bit of a view. So there we go, we have a little beach down there which you can just about see the edge of. In fact, let me see if I can get down here. Okay, sorry about the bumpity bump. So there's a little beach here, so the kids can have a swim and a play, and there's a cafe, an absolutely stunning walk around the lakes there, places to park your bikes or possibly do hurdling, should you feel so inclined. Personally I'm not so inclined, but still. There's also picnic area up here as well, and it's not far from the supermarket, so you can go and pick up bits and bobs and then just come and chill out. It's absolutely lovely and glorious here. Yes, there is a road that goes past. Once you're actually down by the Plando, you don't even hear it. And then on this side of the road, there's a big old car park. So nice place to park up, take dogs for walks. And there is another little lake. And plenty of places to sit, to relax. You see the fishermen down there. Yeah, lovely, peaceful. It's just such a beautiful area to live in. So lucky. So thank you for joining me for another episode of Cottage Tranquility. I hope you've enjoyed having a look around and seeing what I've been up to. I think on reflection, rather than a daily vlog, what I will do is I'll just do shorter vlogs than I have been doing whilst I catch up. But in the meantime, I'll show you kind of what I'm up to and the things that are happening in the area. But things are going well with the business. Starting to get bookings now. A lot of people staying on business actually. But I'm guessing August time, when most of Europe then goes on holiday, it's going to be holiday makers. So we will see how things progress. But so far so good. And although reviews, getting people to actually complete reviews seems to be quite tricky. But what they're telling me is that they're very happy and that they're really enjoying staying with us. So I can't ask for more than that. Maybe repeat bookings. So yeah, we'll see how it all goes. But I hope you enjoy. And I hope you all have a fantastic week ahead and enjoy the sunshine and the weather wherever you are.